I tell you, I get tired of talking about my old man computer. I get tired of talking about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I made some changes to the microphone. I think it's for the better. I do. I changed some of the filters around. I changed some of the settings. And yeah, man, I think it's okay. Yeah, my computer is not happy tonight. It's been on all day, and it is it's kind of screaming at me a little bit. Anyways, welcome to the All About Aviation, I guess the newest episode. Whatever you want this episode to be called, that's what this episode will be called. Whatever you want to call it. You can have whatever you want. Whatever you want to call it, you can call it. So I've been studying this plane and been studying it, and finally found out why I haven't been able to ILS land. So we're gonna ILS land this thing, and I'm gonna show you what the operations manual does not show you, but you gotta stay tuned in to get it. It's at the very end of the flight. This is a pretty quick flight, so it's not gonna be too long, this flight. Hey, what up, Jake? Yo, you want to hear something funny? So there's a new guy that's been coming around watching the episodes. He lives in Ottawa, and he's got a small child named Jake. And when he told me that, I didn't know how old his kid was. I was like, no shit, is your son like 13, 14 years old? I was like, yeah, that's you. But maybe he'll show up in the chat again tonight. I don't know. He's been on the last few days. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, damn, what if you're watching me and then like your dad's in the other room watching me? Now, I know you're kidding, Jake. I know. So, all right, let me get this thing fired up so we can land this thing, because I just found out how to ILS land it after trying for about 3 hours. And the operations manual does not show you how to do it. So we're going to do that. It's a pretty short flight. Pretty short flight. It's only like 200 miles. Put the seat back so I can get in. Let's put these here stairs down. What's up, man? Yeah, I'm planning on getting it when it comes out. I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm definitely getting it. Yeah, it's made, FS Reborn has a hand in it, and they're one of my favorite companies. They make one of my favorite planes that I have. All right, let's get both tablets out. Got one on this side, one on this side. Let's turn this light up. So how was your weekend, man? Hey, Chicago, man. I've been landing by hand the whole time with this plane. I just finally found out what button needs to be pushed to auto land this thing, and the operations manual does not tell you. So, yeah, man. What's up, dudes? How's your weekend been? Pretty good? No, I don't think it has auto land, but it has ILS capability. And unless you push one certain button and do something along with that button, it won't capture the localizer or the glide slope. Even if you push beam and glide and put it on GS auto, it still won't do it. Oh, I don't think it can do a Cat 2 or 3. Nah, not this plane. So, but it can capture an ILS, and we gonna show everybody how to do it. Because I've been reading the owner's manual of this thing for a few days now, and it does not say anywhere in there how to do it. Plus, I think it'll make for a good episode. It's only a short flight. So, all right, let's get the ground power on so our battery doesn't die. Yeah. No, we're going from Baltimore to Stort Newburgh. It's like 200 miles. Lax, LaGuardia, and Dubai. Hey, that's great, man. Congratulations. I didn't know they had giveaways for airplanes and shit. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get our flight plan pulled in. And let's load this up. There we go. All right, let's get the checklist rolling. All right, battery. So let's put the ground power on, the battery on. That way the battery doesn't die. Supposedly that's the only thing that ground power is good for, is making sure the battery doesn't die. Wow. 737 and a 777. That's crazy. You should get those planes and donate them to the channel. I think that would be good for you, Jake. I think you would go to sleep that night feeling very good about yourself that you donated airplanes. Just give them to me. I will put them to good use. All right. Batteries are good. All right, APU fire test and APU main on. Dinner. Maybe, dude, I'm kidding. I wouldn't, even if you offered them to me, I wouldn't accept them. All right, generator off, APU off, and one of the airs on. So that's off, and let's put one of these on. All right, hair checklist is done. Hair checklist. All right, let's get the APU started. Nice. Get a deep dish pie. All right, APU is starting up. And that, and that. All right, so all this is good. Oh, yeah. Gotta be in Chicago to get the deep dish. Damn, that sucks. At least you can put it on your United credit card and have the company pay for it. There you go. All right. That's done. Yeah, man, get that thing FedExed. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, electrical power check. So we got to put the generators on. Got to put the TRUs on. And we got to turn the external power off. Arm the emergency lights. Constant speed, engines. Alright, constant speed. Engine panels okay. Engines panels we just did. All right, bleed air, air conditioning, airfoil. All right, bleed air, air conditioning. Let's make sure this is on auto. And the power is given to the Stewarts. And that's all good. All right, engine anti-icing, check that, and pitot and vane heat. All right, let's test this. This should go off in a minute. All right, off. It's good. Windshield heating and pressurization, seatbelts. All right, let's put this on low. We're gonna go to 15,000 feet. Actually, we'll go to 20,000 feet. And seatbelts on. Hey, what's up, Grease? What's up, my guy? How's the rest of your weekend? Alright, let's see here. Baltimore is... $115.1 49. Good to hear that. Good to hear that, dude. 115.1. Alright, let's turn this on. 115.1. Let's turn you on. And 49 is the heading, so we got to tune this to 229 because we're kind of using it as a back course, flying away from the station. And the next station is PTW, Pottstown 116.5. And that is a heading of 54. The gang's all here. All right. All right, let's just plug in our flight anyways, even though we're not really going to use this. Let's just use it for reference. PTW. Then SAX. K, SWF, all right, very good. And then let's put in here the approach. Very good. Menu. Data fields. There we go. Alright, nav sets are done. Fire guard closed. Fuel shut off. Open and GPW check. Alright, guards are closed. Oops. Fuel's open.
Glide slope. Pull up. Glide. Glide slope. Pull up.
I wonder if a real person records that or if it's like just AI generated. But you see this like little old man sitting in a recording studio booth with like one finger over his ear, and he's like, glide slope, pull up. And they're like, no man, you gotta be like more forceful with your voice. You gotta be like more angry at them for making bad decisions. Alright, central warning. Nose wheel steering and alternate, that's all good. It's a real person? Okay. I kind of figured, but... Alright, all indicators, speed, altitude, command check, status, pressure. Alright, there we go there. Speed command. Yep. And slow, alright. Static is good. Electrical pump switches, we just saw they were closed. Let's test the skid control. Alright. Alright, central instrument, all indicators, hydraulic supply. Alright, all the indicators are out. Let's get the hydraulic pressure up. Alright. Fuel pressure lights on and test the ice. Alright, fuel pressure lights are on. Yep, they come on. Test the engine fire warning, TVIs, and check fuel. TVI's fine. We have the lights on bright and fuel quantity's okay. Alright, lip dumpers. They are off. Put this on takeoff. Oh wow, it might still be the same dude from the 70s. Might be the same recording. Alright, speed brakes, flaps, crossfeed switch, and boosters. Alright, speed brake, flaps, crossfeed is off. Boosters are working. Alright. Transfer pump, light switches. Alright, let's put on some lights. Communications and avionics. Gust lock on, alternate handle on. Alright, alternate handles on, gust locks on. Put on all the hydraulics. And then we have to put these on. Alright, that's all done. We're almost ready to back up. Alright, indicator, static pressure, door lights test. Yep. Static pressure is good. Door lights test. Yep. LG warning guard, normal and closed, compass up. Yep. Alright, we just tested that. Cabin ventilation shut off normal. Alright, that's on normal, and we gotta make sure this is open. There's oxygen there. Alright, flight recorder is something we don't really have to touch. Alright, circuit breakers, we can't operate those. Oxygen, we just did. APU air on, we already turned on the windshield heat. Let's turn on the APU air. Fasten seatbelts and smoking. We already tested the skid control, we did all that, we did the fire warning test. Fuel consume indicator test. And check the weight test. Alright. That's all done. TT switches we already took care of. Nav lights on. And flight recorder's fine. Alright, before starting the engines, rudder pedals, harness, and seat. Let's move our seat up. There we go. Electrical power and bleed, we just did that. Brake pressure. Good. Park and brake should be on. Yep. Alright, pressurization. We already set that. Frustrator index. Let me see what temperature it is outside. So it is currently 29 degrees here in Baltimore. Alright, let me see what this rating is. Hey man, that's a cool mission, dude. If you can't play games, at least you could complete missions in real life. Now you got your 2 golden platinum dipped waffle trophies, and very good. Alright, let me go to the frustrating table. It's page 232. And let's see here. So we got 29.95. That's about 150 and 29 degrees. So that puts us right at 165 for our thrust rating. That's right. 28 degrees is oh no, maybe it's well, let's do 164 instead. I don't know if that one digit's gonna make a difference or not, but alright, let's close up the doors. Get rid of the ground power and the chocks.
Bring onboard temperature.
Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate it. That's Amanda. She is a lot of fun. Alright, we don't have papers. Takeoff data and bugs. Click the bugs. There we go, and let's remove the gust lock. And all of that is closed. All right, let's find out which runway they want us taking off from. It doesn't really matter. We're not doing any kind of departure. As you can see, our flight again is subscribe. And the tail number is like. All right, 15 right. All right, let's put the anti-collision lights on. Oh, I didn't mean to hit the button. Wanted to hit number 1. Don't get angry at me, ATC. I heard you the first time. Okay. Throttles are at idle. And all right, let's start backing up and we'll turn those on. All right, let's get our chariot, our big blue chariot. Let's connect him up. Park and brake off. All right, so we can put these 4 boosters on. And we can put the master switch on. And let's go ahead and turn on engine number 2. Wait for this to get to about 15. Add a little fuel to it. Stop backing up. Put our parking brake back on. Coming out tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, like, that is awesome. That's Flight Sim Studios and FS Reborn. I don't give a shit how expensive that plane is. That plane, all those 1s and 0s are getting downloaded to all 12 of my teraflops tomorrow. All 12 of my teraflops are going to be tickling that fuselage tomorrow. That's awesome, man. Thanks, Grease. That's awesome. All right, just stabilize. Can we start number 2? Yep. I mean, number 1. That is cool, dude. What a good night this is turning out to be. Oh, I never put this up all the way. Shit. But that doesn't hurt anything. Sitting here looking at the chat. Yeah, the 727's been like my favorite Boeing plane ever. I used to fly the hell out of that plane when I was working for Mercedes and Audi. I used to fly AirTran almost every 2 or 3 weeks. All right, we can put this up. Yeah, AirTran was really the only company I ever flew the 727 on, but all this is good. That is great. All right, all the caution and warning lights are out. We just opened up the fuel valves. Fuel lights are out. All the lights are out there. We can turn the starter off. Let's see, generator lights out. Yep. All right, what does it say? Generator 3 and APU air. All right, air conditioning, and then check the electrics. All right. All right, very good. So all that is good. Engine anti-ice, windshield heat, pitot heat. All right, that's off. We can put these on auto. We got window heat on low, and then pitot and vane heat. Check hydraulics. Yeah, I can't wait for that either. Yeah, 727 is great. And it's being put together by two really good companies. That's even better. Yeah, it's going to be fun flying that plane. All right, let's put our flaps down. All right, flaps are flapping. Nice. Yeah, it's going to be fun to stream that plane. I'm looking forward to that. All right, flight instruments, they should be good. All right, free and correct. All right, let's set the trim. That's done over here. This button right here. Let's announce the takeoff.
Come through, please take your seats with you.
Oh, that is great, man. I'll have to find that whatever article you were reading. I'll have to check that out so I can read about it a little bit. That's cool. All right, let's line up. Oh, we got to do taxi lights. Can't forget about those. Have to restart the stream if I forget about those. Oh, gotcha. That's fire, dude. That's cool. All right, as we're rolling, let's put our pitch command up to 10 degrees. And put this on heading mode for now. I know, Grease, I know you want it to be dark. Let's make it dark outside. We technically should have our strobe lights on right now, but we'll leave it alone. That'll give us one more button to push. So that white block that's lit up down here, that's the APU. That yellow light that's popped up at the top, that's the generator 3 being off. Shit. I'm gonna shit all over him. We gonna land that, we gonna soft and butter that landing the first time. That's kind of like a, I would imagine that's kind of like a real guitar player playing Guitar Hero. You know, you spend thousands of hours getting used to how, you know, an actual plane flies, and then you get into a simulator and it's completely different. That's awesome. Yeah, man, like I play drums in real life. Played professionally for a lot of years before I had kids. Then I tried playing Rock Band, and I couldn't play drums on Rock Band for shit. Like, it was so difficult. Right. Hey, this plane's got a nice booty hole in it too, like the other plane we saw. Oh no, this is the plane with the booty hole. Never mind. I'm getting mixed up. I recorded a Bay 146 flight earlier today, and I was commenting while I was flying the plane about how big the booty hole is on that one. I think so. I mean, I think that plane has a stick pusher on it. Goodbye, BWI. See you later. I forget who made this. I don't think this was a Fly Tampa airport. Maybe it is Fly Tampa. Fly Tampa makes some good airports, man. I got 3 of their airports. Austin, Logan, Athens, and BWI here, and they are all excellent. I never thought I'd enjoy having modded airports, but it does kind of make a difference. Greece was right once again. Oh no, we're gonna turn off all the safety systems for takeoff. And then we're gonna tell people they're on. Like, oh yeah, we got stick shakers on, and you know, engine damage, and you know, the crash damage. We got all that on, but yeah, so if I actually, if we actually complete this flight, this will be the first time I'm going to try letting ILS land this plane. Every other time I've flown this plane, I've landed it by hand. So, I figured this out around 7:40 tonight. I hurried up and made a real quick thumbnail. Reset everything in the cabin to hold and dark. It's got persistency in here where you can save the state. So whatever buttons you leave on when you exit the plane, they're going to stay on or off when you That's okay, I can do that. You talking about the 727, the stalling on the 727? Yeah, that's going to be a fun plane to learn. All right, brake temperature. Looks good to me. All right, let's turn to... Whoa, buddy. Turn off those ugly ass lights. Put on your red light. Put on your Roxanne. Roxanne. You don't have to put... We do actually have to put on the red light. Alright, cabin's closed. Alright, APU, we'll turn that off. We gotta push this here button. Turn it off. Alright, let's arm the lift dumpers. Flight controls, let's check them again. Oh yeah, wallets are empty in this month, for sure, absolutely. My kids are going to be eating ramen noodles for a couple of weeks this month. All right, hydraulic pressure. Oh, that looks okay. Yaw dampener, transponder, landing lights. All right, yaw dampener is right here. Let's put the transponder on. Put it on altitude. And put on the landing lights. Turn off the taxi lights. And turn on some strobe lights. Alright, lip dumpers, TTC, flare out switches off and retract, pressurization, no smoking. Okay, I think we're good. Let me actually adjust the heading a little bit. All right, let's release the parking brake and let's go. Yeah, it really is an exciting time to be alive in the flight sim community. It's okay for Xbox, a lot more exciting if you have PC. Especially with all the new ATC type stuff they have that's coming out. And absolutely, and we got all those missions now. All the helicopter missions. Yeah, I mean, we get tons of stuff now. Thought there was something I was missing, but we're good.
Power set.
Make this turn, and then I'll put those switches. Pause the flight real quick. Alright, let's put you on climb. You on climb. Lip dumpers in. Everything else is good. We can continue. Nothing else we need to do right now. All right, let's get up to 250. And then we'll engage IAS mode. this down to 5. Yes, this thing is awesome for night lighting. Yeah, this thing is lit up real cool. Alright, our TGT is looking pretty good. It's about 470. Oh, I didn't choose an altitude yet, did I? That might actually help. Alright, we can go IAS, IAS and heading. Now we're using the Baltimore VOR station as a back course, since it's like 100 and some miles to the next VOR station. Yeah, see, this plane did this earlier today too. Come on, guys. Do the right thing. Get back up to 250. Alright, looking pretty good. So I found a new way to monitor my voice and the airplane. It's probably an old way, but it's new to me. I had no idea I could plug my headphones into my laptop and monitor everything, which is making a big difference. Now I can hear the levels. Oh, hang on, let me go into drone mode and I'll do that. I can't do fixed camera position while I'm climbing, otherwise it'll kick it off. We'll level off and we'll stop climbing. Very strange that it does that. Hang on, let me just make sure I'm good after takeoff here. Yep, we're okay. These engines do sound very tasty engines. Oh yeah, do the forward trick? Okay. Hang on. Let's turn the camera speed up. And which button is it again? That one. And engines do sound good. I'm gonna have to jump back in the cockpit in a minute, but right. Sounds good as hell. Alright, let's see if the other VOR is picking up yet. Ah, 48 miles. Alright, very good. So we might be able to capture this beam now. Capture this localizer. And what is sax? Let me look that up. Yeah, the sound is awesome. The rumble when it gets, you know, kind of far out, and it sounds amazing. All right, so we're almost at our cruising altitude. All right, so the next one is 54 degrees. Oh, this is supposed to be 49. PTW is 116.5. Okay, very good. All right, let's click beam. Let's put this in localizer mode. Click beam. And then we have 54 degrees. All right, let's do altitude hold. Pull back our thrusters a little bit. So we got 54 is the next one. And Sparta is 115.7. I think what I'm going to do is should I change it now? I'm thinking if I should change nav 2 to nav 1 right now. Nah, it'll be okay. Pressurization looks okay. No ice light on. Yeah, not a very long flight. 30 miles to the next waypoint, then 70, and then we get ready to land. Let's pull up our chart for landing. Arrival. All right, flight level 18,000. Position height is 200, so I don't think we need to change that. Oh, just the flight level right here with the radio altimeter. We'll just slow down a little bit. All right, that's pinned. Hey, what altitude do we need to get down to? What did that say again? 2100. So let's go here. Let's type in 2100. We need roughly 60 miles to get down. God, it sounds so good. So good. It really did nail the sound of this plane. Oh, you know, I can go into fixed camera views now that we're leveled off. Probably is. It's one thing we will probably never know. I doubt they'll ever put this plane back in action again. Quiet in the cabin. Oh, no shit. That'd be pretty cool. That's a very odd camera view. It's a bunch of invisible ghost zombies. Oh, damn it, I'm getting a phone call. Alright, you guys continue to talk. I'll be back in a minute. Yes, I know. I had a phone call come in. Yep. All right, I wonder if we can click on beam now and have that take us in. Let's see. Arpaterre. I've never heard of them before at all in my life. Wow. Arpaterre. I wonder how many of these they fly. Do they have just like the one, or do they have like a bunch of them?
Feedback monitoring system. Please prepare for feedback feedback.
I think I set the TTC. Yep, I did, and let's click on the chart here. Here we go. Huh, no shit. That's pretty cool. All right, now I hope this works again. I hope I'm not false advertising. I don't want to false advertise. But the secret is, and they don't tell you this in the booklet that comes, it's like, how big is this booklet? I got it right here. It's 253 pages of info on this plane. There's another booklet that's 65 pages that goes over the whole electronic flight bag here. Well, they tell you what to do. You know, they tell you to program the frequency and the course, and to put this on GS Auto, click on glide, click on beam. The one thing they don't tell you to do, it's actually two things. They leave out the fact that nav2 needs to be tuned to the same thing. So nav2 has got to be the same course and the same frequency. And the one thing they don't tell you to do is to click on this approach button. If you don't click that approach button, you are not doing an ILS landing in this airplane. Oh, I guess I should program in the METAR. 2989. If you are going to fly this plane, anytime you pull your thrusters back past a certain spot, you're going to have this annoying beep. In order to turn that off, you need to turn off the, click on this. Well, it's for the landing gear. I don't know what UC stands for, maybe undercarriage. But you got to push the horn silencer button. That'll stop the that annoying beep. Yep. Yeah, that one I had to research. I had to read through the manual to find that thing, to find that answer. Like the first night I flew this plane, actually the first 2 nights I flew this plane, I had, the only way I could get the airplane to slow down was to put the landing gear down. Now that makes sense. I didn't want the beep. I mean, I could have pulled the throttle back, but I would have had that beep the whole time, and that's real annoying. All right, let's put the landing lights on. We'll flare them out when we get a little closer. No. No, that's for sure. All right, so it looks like we got 23 miles. We got 23.5 miles after we get to the VOR station. So if we are flying on a 22 course, I'm gonna tune the course to 202 and fly on a 22 heading. Yeah, I was going to play No Man's Sky tonight until I figured out this ILS landing. I still might do some No Man's Sky when I'm done this, but I really wanted to do this. Or I was going to edit the, I bought a USB adapter so I can start playing music while I'm flying. I can't do it with the laptop because it's very grumpy and it doesn't like doing more than one thing at a time. So I bought another USB hub and a capture card. Actually, it's a really little capture card. Look at this thing. So I have a really good one for the mainstream, but then I bought this one. It's like a thumb drive, but it's a capture card. You plug in the HDMI and it's got a USB on the other end, and I just need it for sounds so I can play music in the background sometimes. There's a lot of good free music on YouTube. All right, we're 12 miles from Sachs, and we got to go on a heading of 22. Program that in now. We really need to get down to 2300, I think. 2100. Your days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night. Roxanne. Alright, we're gonna go into heading mode here in about 3 miles. And then we'll flip the script to 202 for the course. That way when we turn right, the needle will make sense. It'll, if we leave it on this course now and we fly to the next station, we're flying away from the course that we flew to. So if we want that CDI needle to come left, you know, if we wanted to, instead of making a right to do it, we would actually have to make a left to do it. But since we're going to flip the needle around, then we can turn the right way. All right, let's go into heading mode now. Let's plug in 202. And we got to go 23 miles roughly. When we get to about 20 miles out, or 15 miles out actually, we'll switch to nav 1 and then tune nav 2 for the same thing. Let's hold off at 3,000 like we were gonna do. Shit. Alright, well that's fine too. Close enough. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to go below 3,000 anyways right now. Alright, we'll start descending again if we have to when we get to the next turn. Unless the glide scope decides to capture it before we get to 2,100 feet. But no smoking signs are on. The alternate handle is up. Thank you very much, Bethany. Boy, Bethany she can sure hold her liquor, man. She gave me a good run for the money the other night. We landed, we went to the hotel bar, and she almost drank me under the table. Good times. Landing gear, skid control, in check, brake pressure check, lift dumpers, and flaps. All right. All right, so let's just go that way. We're in heading mode already. Let's tune this to 110.10. And of course a 92. Oh, look, Wakanda, New York. Oh shit, I didn't know they had Wakanda in New York. That's pretty cool. Got an Orange County also. Look at that. Look at that. Let's turn this to glide scope auto. All right, let's click on approach mode. Let's click on beam and glide. And that should work. Got it to work earlier. You can take altitude hold off as well. Yep, looks like it's working. Some flaps down. So 24 kilometers, that's about, what, 11 miles, I guess? We'll get ready to put our landing gear down. Brake pressure looks good. let's check the skid control. Inbound, very good. Let's arm the lift dumpers. And then we'll set the flaps. And then we'll be good. You have to have nav 1 and 2 set for the same thing. Click approach mode. Then hit beam and glide. Make sure GS is auto. Yep. That's right. Happy landings. I'm kind of curious if this plane does land itself. I'm going to let it go down as far as it can. We'll see what happens. It might be a bad decision, but I'm very curious if it'll land itself. I don't think it will. Alright, we got a nav light showing up. Get the ATC up so we can talk to them when we land. Get a parking spot. And then we got to shut it down, so it'll be like that next time I get in it. Some planes, like that FS Reborn plane I have, saves it to the livery. Same thing with the Pipers that I have, and the Comanche. But this one just saves it to the airplane itself. No matter which F28 you get into, which model or what livery, it still keeps the same settings from your last flight. If you turn that feature on. You got to turn it on in the settings here.
Right, so.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Not bad. So it doesn't flare. Yes, the lights are float. They do float on the runway. guess we make a right. So it will land, but it won't flare. I'm not really sure where we're going. Oh, maybe I'll just park anywhere. I don't have the chart of the airport to know where 16 B and C is. But we'll just park over here. Let's disarm the lift dumpers. We'll just park right here. That way we can turn it off. Absolutely. Me too. Oh man, I can't wait. Tomorrow, may have to call out of work sick tomorrow. Like, what's that airplane in the back, Greg? Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. Oh, I'm really sick. All right, let's turn the APU on. Speed brake is in, lift dumper we put in, flaps are up. Yep. All right, anti-ice, we can turn that off. Airfoil is off already. All right, pitot, window, and vane. Or generator 3, actually. Pitot, vane, off, off. Generator 3 on. Let's actually open up the doors, even though it's probably a little early for that, but Alright, generator 3's on. Let's turn the radar and transponder into standby. So let's turn standby. Put that on 15. And put the transponder on standby. Yaw dampener off, gust lock. Not sure why we test the engines afterwards, but that's okay. Ringy ringy. Alright, one more page and then we're done. Park and brake is on. Let's shut the fuel valves. Fasten seatbelts off. air conditioning off. All right, one main switch off. And air on. All right, anti-ice off. Thought I already turned that off. Yeah, I already turned that off. All right, boost pumps off. All right, let's turn off all the lights. APU air switch off. Let's turn these generators off as well. It was a short flight. Yep. Well, it takes so long to set the plane up and to turn it off, so that's a good amount of time right there. All right, master radio switches. Let's turn off the hydraulic pumps. All right, let's turn off all the lighting. I don't know. We can fly in No Man's Sky. We can fly another plane here. We can play that underwater game. We can do Alien Isolation. Construction Simulator. Dark Souls. Probably. I have to look. I think I do. I'm almost done here. Emergency light. Off. Oxygen off. All right, generator 3, APU off, and batteries. All right. Generator 3 off. APU off. All right, I think everything is off. Let's get these bleed switches off. Yep. All right, let's go. I think I have the Curtis. Wasn't that a local legend or something like that? I should have that. Yeah, I have it. I got it. That might be under turboprop, actually. Yep, right here. Oh, you want to fly that plane? Okay. Anywhere in particular, or? Okay. No problem. Let me see what the height of this airplane goes to. All right, that'll be close. Actually, we should take off on runway 20. Oh yeah, I agree. I think it's a real cool plane. Oh, you know what? I turned off, hang on a second. I turned off points of interest earlier. All right, close this out. Gotcha. Hey man, we'll fly tonight. I should probably get my flight stick out for this one, but it's probably the smart thing to do. Dude, I don't remember anything about this plane. I think I flew it once or twice and that was it. Subscribe. Yeah, it might be a good thing. Might be a good idea to use the flight stick. But we'll leave it dark for now. Alright, let me pause it. Let me get the flight stick out. Hey, what's up, dude? Yo, Magnum, what's up, buddy? Throw a flight stick. Oh man, this bastard's all the way back here. What you doing? What you doing back here, flight stick? Somebody put you in timeout. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't put you in timeout, flight stick. I think that was somebody else in this house. Sorry about the static. All right, there we go. We got that. Ice Pilots. That's a cool show. That's a cool show, flying those old ass planes in super cold weather. All right, there's one of the strips that I need, and here's another strip. All right, we're almost ready. Actually, I might have to run upstairs for a second. Let me see what my battery's looking like. And my battery's okay. All right, let's turn off this controller. Let me get this other controller connected. Get the cord connected. Bam, 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 bam. Come on, man. Get in the hole, damn it. Ooh, that's a tight fit in that hole. Boy, that's a tight fit. All right, let's loop you around. Get you turned on. Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're depressed, man. That sucks. Happens to me sometimes too. I think it happens to everybody, just not everybody admits it. All right, prop levers, we got that set. All right, let's get out of here. Now, I really don't remember much of anything about flying this. All right, there's no valves to close. Reese got me going on a suicide mission tonight. Yeah, it is. Oh, you're asking the wrong person, Grease. I mean, I might be the right person one day, but not tonight. Uh-oh. No! Alright, let's restart. You sure you want to fly this plane? Are you sure you want to do this plane? Yeah, let me find the lights. Well, you know what? Let me, if you give me a minute, I'll look it up on my computer. I have the booklet on my computer. No. No, I don't. That's the first time I've been in this plane in a long time. I don't remember anything about this plane. All right, give me a minute. Let me pull up the owner's manual on my computer. I got it on my OneDrive account. I'll find out where the floodlights are. I think I should have it. I have like 40 of these booklets. Yep, C1, not one, but C46. All right, cockpit and manual of flight. Get to know your plane. I do, we're on a first name basis, me and this plane. All right, let me type in flood in the search bar. No flood. All right, well, let me scroll through these pages real quick. All right, propeller, fuel booster, glider toe, landing lever, prop feather. And y'all gotta be difficult. Now I gotta turn my head and look at this shit. Left and right, amp meters, oil, carb air, fuel manifold, suction cup. Not suction cup, but suction. All right, Sperry gyro. All right, Sperry gyro that doesn't work. All right, here we go. Cockpit sidewalls, UV lighting control, pitot heat. Cockpit light is 57. Where's 57 at? That is 57. Old C57. Oh, right there. Is that it, really? It looked like it was right here. Or is it over here? Okay, there's a microphone. Oh, no, that's a... Oh, that might actually be the light. Let's see. I don't even see a way to interact with that. I don't think that's the right light. All right, anti-ice switches, 62. Starboard fuel. 58 is the intercom. Dude, I don't see a way to turn this light off. I don't see anything in the booklet about this light. All right, overhead panel. Floodlight switches. Okay, 72. All right, maybe it's these lights over here. There we go. Now we good. I like this plane a lot. I just don't think the Sperry gyro works. So we're gonna be flying this by hand the whole time. Oh, you know what? Let me keep the VFR map up. I'll make it real small though. Put it over here out of the way. Yeah. We're in the red light district right now. Yeah, this might have one of the coolest cockpits out of any of the planes in this simulator. It's awesome you have one room dedicated for that. Yeah, I would say that. When I was single, I didn't eat in the kitchen either, really. But you do need a boom boom room. Oh, come on, frame rate. Don't be a bitch. See, the problem though with flying this plane is that I really don't remember what to do, like with leaning the fuel and the superchargers, and so I don't know if we're gonna be able to get up to 25,000 feet. If you give me a day to brush up on it, we can do it. But we'll see what happens. I don't know about the... maybe. I'm sure it's the same as the DC-3, but I don't really remember that plane that well either. I really stopped flying these planes when the autopilot stopped working. I just never really got back into them because I didn't really feel like flying by hand all the time. If they're even modeled, they might not even be modeled in this airplane. Alright, I'm gonna put the lights on for a few minutes. I want to get situated with some of the controls real quick. Wow, that's bright. Jesus. Alright, let me pause this for a second. And let me turn the words on real quick so I can see what's on or off. Let me see if this helps. No, I don't think they're modeled. I don't hear a difference in the engine. And we're certainly not able to climb any faster. Oh, that's a cool plane to fly, dude. I've been studying the F28. Been studying the hell out of that plane. And then I recorded a flight earlier today with the Bay 146. I gotta finish, actually I have to start editing the video. I haven't even started editing it yet. That usually takes a couple hours. I try to keep the sound completely level throughout the whole plane. Throughout the whole flight, I try to keep it completely level. I really don't like watching YouTube videos where the volume continually goes up and down and up and down. I hate that. That's just being lazy on the part of the creator or the editor. Not very difficult to level the volume out. You just need to take a few minutes to do it. Watch, I'm sitting here doing this flight. Grease will probably fall asleep. He probably just wanted this flight for ASMR. It does, doesn't it? It does make a lot of sense. Yeah, everything is kind of laid out like it just flows. The whole APU, then the engine, then all the air conditioning and anti-ice on one side, all the power on one side. Both sides of the cockpit are pretty much equal with how everything's laid out. Okay. Yeah, we're at about 11,000 feet, so... Well, we were. Actually, I don't think the Sperry gyro works. Let me see. Let's make it bright again so I can look at it. Not working. Alright, we'll just fly by hand. Oh, I figured out how to do an ILS landing. Well, the Sperry gyro doesn't work on any of these planes anymore. It used to, but now it doesn't. I could look into it real quick on this plane. I could pause it real quick. I have the owner's manual right here. Let me pause it real quick. Yeah, the F28 operator's manual tells you how to do it, but they leave out some very important details about how to actually activate the ILS. What's up, dude? I'll be right back. I'm looking at a owner's manual for the C-46 real quick. We're trying to get this plane over Mount Everest. All right, Sperry gyro. Commands. Tail wheel lock, takeoff. Landing, performance. Using the flaps, crosswind, takeoff. Engine run up. Okay. Align the needles. Bank climb. Check the suction. Turn the shut off. Valve control on the hydro. Oh, we got to turn. We still have to do the hydraulics panel on this one. Okay, let me find out where that is, and then it should work. Okay, hydraulics panel, shut off valve. I think it's in a different place on this airplane. I know where it is on the DC-3. All right, not there. Probably not there. Starboard side, nope. Pilot side, overhead panel. Horizon bar. Compass, no, it's not there. All right, let me get back in the plane. Get back in the plane and I'll pause the flight. All right, let's pause that. Because it used to be back here in the DC-3. Here is the hydraulics. Oxygen. Oil, pitch trim, mixture. Watch out, Fred. All right, there's your recognition lights. Yoke. Oh, is it one of these? Actually, over here. No, those are fuel. Oxygen. Anything modeled at all back here? Probably not. Cable release, supercharger, carburetor heat. Fuel crossfeed. Props. Yeah, I don't see this hydraulic thing. And I know where it's at on the DC-3, but let me look one more time in it. I might. I flew into that hurricane that we had out in the ocean a few weeks ago. I flew a hurricane hunter into it. It's a lot of fun, actually. I can do that tomorrow. I'm not. It's getting kind of late for me tonight, but I'll do it tomorrow for sure. All right, let me finish looking at this booklet here. Hydraulic systems, pressure gauge. I wonder if I can search on this PDF. Let me see. It won't let me search. Damn. Yeah, check the suction. Turn the shutoff valve control on hydraulics panel. I don't see the hydraulics panel anywhere though. Alright, oil cooler, landing, rudder. Let me look at the overhead panel one more time. And that's it. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Hydraulic system, pressure gauge. Tank angle. Recognition lights, pitot heat. Starboard fuel, overhead. Starters, floodlight, generator, inverter, anti-ice, voltmeter, amp meters. Yeah, they don't show where this gauge is. Not gauge, but the valve. All right, I'm done looking. I don't really care. I'm done trying to care. Yeah, I think this plane is a girl too. It's being real difficult tonight. Grease, if you can find the shutoff valve, let me know where it is. I can't find it anywhere in the booklet that comes with the plane. There should be a shutoff valve for the hydraulics. The DC-3, it's back here. But I just read through that booklet twice, 3 times actually, and can't find it, so it is what it is. That's a good idea. Yeah, I don't see anything in here either. Yeah, no, there's nothing in the checklist. They mention it in the booklet that comes with this plane. They mention it for the Sperry gyro, but they don't show where it is. And I couldn't find it just now, so. All right, are we on track? Not really. I think we'll be okay. Let me put let's put the light up on the outside so I can climb outside the airplane. That way I can at least see the route. Yeah, we can fly into that tropical storm tomorrow. There's probably a lot of people flying to it. When I flew into that hurricane, I think 2 or 3 times. Might have been 3. There was always a lot of people in that hurricane. And we got an actual hurricane hunter. So we'll be using that. Yeah, we got the Constellation. That's an actual hurricane hunter. It's tough to fly this plane at night in this area because I don't want to crash into a mountain. No, it's not that complex, dude. Just need to activate that shutoff valve and then it should work. There's no shutoff valve. It is a complex system actually, but turning it on is... You gotta shut, like in the DC-3, you shut the valve, you take the hydraulic valve, you open it, the shutoff valve, you open. Then you turn on the Sperry gyro, and then it should work. That's alright, we'll just fly it by hand the whole way. See if we can get up to, I think this plane's gonna start dying around 20,000 feet is my guess. And we gonna let it die. If it dies, it dies. We gonna let it die. No, not necessarily. Because the one dial is your actual heading, and then the other dial is where you want to go. But before you turn it on, you're supposed to dial in the heading that you want to go to before you activate the heading mode. But the problem with these Sperry gyros the last 2 months is that they took away the capability of inputting... I'm sorry, they took away the capability of turning on that heading mode. There used to be a button up top that you could click on that would turn it on or off. So they have the heading knob that you turn, where the Sperry gyro is. There was like a little button behind it that you were supposed to be able to turn on. And we don't have that anymore. Yeah, I haven't been able to get the Sperry gyro to work in months on any plane. Any plane that has it. Okay. That'd be fine. I mean, maybe we're missing something. I don't think we are, but there's always a chance. In between giraffe hunting, if you could look it up, that'd be great. We have enough suction to turn it on. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, I hear you. I'm lazy. I like using it. Why make it more difficult than it has to be? Turn that Sperry gyro and just sit back. Sit back and let Chad watch the flight until it's time to take over the stick. Taking off from Kathmandu seemed to be a good idea, because at least we're getting plenty of altitude before we actually get to Everest. All right. Well, if you can find out what's going on with this plane in particular, let us know, because I cannot find that hydraulic shutoff valve, and it doesn't say anything about the location in the booklet that comes with it. Now, of course, I haven't been in this plane in months, so there's a good chance I'm just missing it. But I didn't see it in the booklet. I'll take the DC-3 for a spin tomorrow and see if the Sperry gyro works on it. I'm on airspeed. I said I thought it was going to start dying around 20,000 feet. we're having trouble keeping it at speed right now. Unless we lean the fuel out right now, which I didn't think we were really supposed to do until we leveled off, but we can try that. We probably should have emptied the weight on the plane too. I didn't really think about that until just now. I wonder if it's too late to empty the weight. Oh yeah, let's make it lighter. You could be right. Yeah, that is true. The plane almost takes off by itself too. Once you get that thing up to speed, I mean, that thing pretty much just takes off on its own. Yeah, I can already... We're not going to be able to make Everest in this plane. We can fly near it, but we're not going to... We're not going to be able to make it. Not over top of Everest, not in this plane. And I believe that's the airport we're going to turn. Trying to give us the most amount of space possible to try to get up to 31,000 feet. Yeah, I think learning this plane would be really fun. It's a fun plane to fly. Colors are cool on it. It's a really, I like this plane a lot. But hey, if the 727's coming out, man, you know, there's only so many hours in the day, brother. I mean, there's only so much we can do. And we can take that 727 and fly over top of Everest. No problem. All right, well, leaning the fuel helped, and reducing some of the weight helped. At least we're at an okay speed. Oh, we'd be turning by now. Okay, yeah, it's coming up. Oh, there's the airport. I thought we already passed the airport. Yeah, oh yeah, I know. Like I said, we're not going to get there in this plane. I mean, the top altitude of this plane is 24,500 feet. We'll be lucky to be able to get to 20,000 feet. Bukla's up to the left right there. You know what? I shouldn't have plugged in all these different waypoints. I should have just plugged in like one waypoint and then go to Everest. That way I could have already like cut towards Everest already and had it like in sight. The video is really running far behind going, Oh, that's because it's not live on my screen. I'm like, man, I don't remember being inside the cockpit right now. Alright, there we go. Kamikaze! One of our engines die? Sure seemed like it. Yeah, that engine's having trouble. Maybe because it was running out of fuel. Land on Lukla right now? Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Grease. No problem. That might be a little difficult going this fast, but we'll give it a try. We're coming in the wrong way to land on Lukla, by the way. We should have been coming in on this valley to the right of the plane. Over here. Yeah, this valley right here. I think it is too. We can look at the end. If it has a star on it from the world map, that means it was handcrafted. It's been many months since I tried to land on this thing. Yeah. It might have lights when we get closer to it. I don't know. Well, there's some lights coming in play. Yeah, I thought it was handcrafted. I thought it had a star on it, but I might be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. I've been wrong loads of times in my life. Usually with women. Alright, there's the runway. Runway is glistening. I don't remember which course, like which heading I should be taking to land on this thing, or the height of the runway, but we'll try to do it. Well, that's not bad in the dark. I mean, we killed most of the people on board, but that's not bad in the dark. Well, actually, yes, it is. That's real bad. That's... All right, our first landing was better. The second landing wasn't so good. That, yeah, that's not good. We're still going. Yeah, that wasn't bad in the dark with no landing lights. Oh, we just crushed somebody's house. Oh, man. Some Sherpa gonna come back from Everest and gonna have the worst day of his life. And just for good measure, we're gonna run into it again, I guess. Hey, dang, Sherpa home. All right, let's go back to the main menu and see. I think that's handcrafted. Yeah, that was very close. I think if we had the lights on outside, we may have actually landed that. But what I thought were runway lights were lights around the runway. It wasn't actually the runway lights. Yeah, Loopless got a star. It's handcrafted. Yep, that's what they say here under help if it's got a star. All right, let's see if the 727's out yet. I doubt it is. Nope. I still can't believe people buy these planes. Shitty ass planes. All right, I'm getting out of here for the night. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow, but I'll be back tomorrow. 8 o'clock East Coast time, maybe a little bit earlier. But, yep, man, that's about it. Make sure you do all the YouTube-y things before you leave. Yeah, I know, Bedrock. Ew. Make sure you do all the YouTube-y things before you leave the channel. Tip your bartender on the way out, and hope you'll have a good Monday. I will see y'all in a few hours. Grease, it was fun chatting with you tonight. Magnum, see you later. Everybody else, see you next time. Over the beautiful skies of Mother Earth. Yep, see you tomorrow, dude. Have a good Monday. See ya.